environment. In the meantime, for Treasuries, they've been mixed as well after the housing data came out. And in fact, the housing and job is all coming out with a mixed picture really for the economy right now. Now, if you bought a home in the last several months, you may have taken advantage of the $8,000 first-time home buyers tax credit. That credit is set to expire at the end of November, and some lawmakers say that spells trouble for parts of the housing market. Senator Johnny Isakson of Georgia is fighting to extend and expand the program, and he joins us now along with Bloomberg economics editor Mike McKee, who is with us through that housing data. And Senator, as I understand it, you want to extend this credit to the end of next year, and you want to double it to $15,000 per family. So how do you plan, though, on paying for this?
Well, as your earlier show mentioned, we've thrown trillions of dollars at the marketplace to stabilize the U.S. economy. If you took it through to the end of next year, and if it was $15,000, it'd be a $38 billion cost. There is that much savings in the stimulus bill that's already been passed to absorb it, and that doesn't even count the multiplier effect on the return that would come from the increased sales and increased employment.
Although, Senator, it's Michael McKee. You say that the tax credit we already have is responsible for 1 million homes. At $8,000 a sale, that's $8 billion. And this was supposed to be a $3 billion program. So how can we say what kind of impact your bill would actually have if it passed? We could be spending, as you say, trillions.
Well, first of all, you've got a historic reference, and that's 1975, which was the other worst housing recession, almost as bad as the one we have now. The government passed a one-year tax credit, which at that time was $2,000, which is about proportionate to the 15. It brought the marketplace back, it brought the economy back, and it brought home values back, which was critical to families having creditworthiness and better consumer confidence. So the payback is tremendous. However, I'm telling you, an extension will have to be paid for. We will get it paid for, but it's important not to lose what little velocity we have in the housing market.
Now, Senator, you said that the current program has I guess, helped about 1 million in home sales. I think it's 350,000. I did not say 1 million. Okay,
that was Mike.
It's a
350,000.
All right, so it's a lot lower than that. Then what do you expect an extension would do then? What is your estimate?
Well, if you take away the means test, meaning anybody can take advantage of it as long as they occupy it as their residence, no income means test, no first-time homebuyer means test, it will probably treble the effect. And would, in fact, two estimates by economists, not myself but others, have said it generates 700,000 home sales in a year. That would bring the market back to some sense of normalcy. All the starts that you see now are apartments. Most of the sales you see now that aren't tax credit sales are foreclosures and short sales. It's important to re-energize the move-up market in housing.
Well, reportedly, 40% of the home sales we have seen use this tax credit, and 43% of home sales were first-time buyers who were eligible for the credit. So it seems like the market is absolutely dependent on the tax breaks. Now, aren't you in a situation where you create something like the automakers did with no down payments? People get used to this and may not want to buy once the program expires?
No, not at all. In fact, what you want to do is you want to accelerate the purchases that are out there and move them forward. You want a time certain where it ends. You want to create a sense of urgency to really bring the marketplace back. The worst thing to do would either plan on or make it permanent. The best thing to do would be return the housing market to vitality.
Okay, Senator, I can't leave you, though, without asking you about health care, which is the hottest topic going on right now. Senator Baca is releasing his health care reform bill. No Republican support. What would it take to get your support?
Well, first of all, y'all always admonish us about reading it, and I haven't had a chance to read it yet, so I leave myself open until I know all the facts. But we've got to make sure we can pay for this, not mortgage our children's future. We've got to make sure that a cooperative is what they think it is. It's not just another option for the government option. But I'm going to be reading it, and then I'll give you a thorough discourse and response.
And we will have you back on when you do. Thank you so much. Senator Johnny Isakson from Georgia talking about housing, and we're going to be talking about big bank stocks next. Keep it here on Bloomberg News.